All right, so if you don't know me by now, my name is Aquino, aka Prismo. I am the creator of Trigger. I have been playing Rumble Fighter since 2010, maybe early late 2010. I don't know. I can't remember. Probably late 2009. I have no idea. But this game has been it's been okay. It's been okay, but it has its ups and a lot of downs and a lot of downs. And right now it's looking like it's going to be up because we have my scroll that I created called Trigger. It looks like it's about to be implemented. And I've been saying that for so long to myself and other people for a long time. Just honestly waiting every update. To the point where like I was taking 2 years, maybe 3 years off after creating the scroll. I initially created a scroll called Rekka. Let me see if I can pull that up. I can't really pull that up here, but I did create a scroll called Rega. I said that somewhere in this. Damn it, where did I put it? Yep, I really love Rubber Fire years. I'll figure out why not contributed. Wait, da, 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 da. It should say revived from old project. There we go. Yeah, so I created a scroll called Reka for an event where they wanted us to create content for the game. The scroll didn't win, and so of course I was like really distraught and decided that I should make a new scroll, a better one. And honestly, this is way better than Reka. But yeah, so if you want to read through this, I'll leave the link in the description. But this is this is the scroll. So we're gonna kind of like just go over my thoughts with creating the scroll, uh, what was going through my mind, the help that I had on the scroll, and yeah. So trigger. Scroll description. A fighter named Prismo fought for the Guardians, but was never able to unlock his hidden potential within, thus caused his team to fail an important mission. Because of this, he was looked down upon and was forced to leave the front lines. It was only after finding his friend brutally injured by the members of the Dark Guardians, he lashed out on all the Dark Guardians, all of them rendered all of them useless to defend against his fast attacks and energy manipulation techniques, thus defeating their army all in his own. Unlocking this power, break through your limits created by Prismo. So I came up with a really corny story like years ago, like because Rumble Fighter loves their well, if you don't know, Rumble Fighter loves their story descriptions most of the time. Other times they just don't. So this is a scroll, but I also created a set. So I wanted the scroll to have uh I wanted it to be RC, which is the currency within the game, but I didn't I I hope they don't box this. If you don't play Rumble Fighter, what Nymanix, the developers love to do is they love to box content. They love to put it inside of a randomized box that you have to spend more money on to get the item that you want. Uh, it's it's a financial tactic, right? It's a marketing technique. So I guess it's smart, but everybody hates it. It kind of dulls the community out. Like, just give us content. We like it. They do it so often that every update is just box content. They don't give us anything new. So I wanted it for all classes because there are class specific scrolls, and I like inclusion um, to an extent, and we're gonna get into that later. Uh, Here I talk about a little bit of like the characters that I use and why I use them. My passion for Rumble Fighter. I love a good PvP match, but I play Moon, which is the gameplay that you guys see on my channel all the time. Um, And then, fun fact, my favorite anime of all time is Gurren Lagann, followed by Kill la Kill, which are both produced by a studio called Trigger, which also inspired some elements of the scroll. The story effects, the fighting spirit, the moves, everything. I honestly wanted some more like effects in the scroll, but I couldn't find good ones. Uh, and I didn't want to make the scroll too overpowered. Like it's already kind of overpowered, and we're gonna get into that later too. Um, my phone is like very distracting at the moment. So cool. Note for dynamics, please implement this set with the scroll because obviously we worked really hard on this. Like we have the locks. Um, it's only for shaman because that's my personal belief. Like I wouldn't want to see. anything besides the shaman, anyone else besides the shaman where it locks. I just feel like that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe that's me, but so that's why I say inclusion is up to a certain extent. But everything else is for any other whatchamacallit, uh class essentially, right? So this is the set. You got the mask, you got the locks, you got the eyes here. You got the jackets, which is like a crop top jacket kind of. It should be a little lower, but it's fine. The chest piece. Can I enlarge this? You can't. The chest piece. Oh my god, I'm about to like mute this phone. The chest piece will have like a whatchamacallit, uh armor, I guess. I don't know. This won't like matter in terms of gameplay unless you put in gems, which is something to boost your stats, right? And then the biggest difference, the main difference between these two is literally the belly button, because that's for females. The eyes, I love these eyes. Love these eyes. I kind of got them as a reference from like a Sharingan from like Naruto series, so there's that. Hopefully they put that in too, because that's very important. So trigger jacket here. You got the torso with the description here. 3 arm, 2 strength, 1 gem socket, and then you can read the rest of this here. And then the mask was really important. I just wanted to give like 100 HP. I feel like if I put in like 200, 300, that'd be OP as fuck. I ain't want that. So we got the combo list here. We got the full punch combo, it's 5, and then the punch and kick combo, which is 5 as well. Um, punch, punch, kick, punch, punch, grab. Not grab, sorry. Guard, kick. Kick, punch, kick, hold, punch, kick, kick, punch. The full kick combo. Kick, guard, kick, punch, kick, guard. Oh my god, I was saying this is just annoying. And then KG, KGP, KGK. Uh, guard plus kick P, and the guard plus kick K. So this is a stance. If you play Blaze Blue, you know who this is. This is Nato Kurogane. Um, I just wanted something kind of direct and similar to like how what's the scroll I base this off of? I can't remember at the moment because this was so long ago. But I just wanted a regular stance that looked cool. And then you have DJ's block, which kind of works with the stance. Everything was built intentionally to move fluidly with the entire scroll. So like if you're using the stance and then you block, it's gonna move the entire way. Like it doesn't look weird because you have some scrolls where they have a stance and then they have a block and the stance doesn't like flow inside the block. It just looks weird. So first up, we've got the counter. Um, so if you put your hand up, if you do the counter input, you face behind the opponent. It's really quickly. It's really easy. There's a scroll that I'm gonna reference later. I can't remember the name. I think it's called Rage, um, or Raging Fist. Yes. Uh, and one of the KGP options phases through the person, and I use that reference for another combo in this list, but similar to that. So you got the KGK, Death's Touch. The first one was called right behind you, but this one's called Death Touch. Essentially, like if you hit it, you hit K, you will create a grabbing animation, right? The low sweep is the grabbing animation, right? If you hit that, then you will then trigger a grab sequence. So I wanted it to be very fluid. I didn't want it to kind of like miss, like Inferno's guard kick, like counter. It was a counter punch, right? So if you counter punch, you didn't hit that first punch, it was you start to like fall off the stage, and I'll kind of like I'll actually let me see if I could show you guys that on Rumble Fighter itself. I'm gonna change my scroll really quickly to Inferno, just really quickly so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm gonna do perfect. So if I bring the bot here, right? Oop, oh there's any recovery attack. There we go. Hopefully I get this right. Oh, I can't. I suck. Once the bot gets up. No, I suck. I did it right there, right time. The bot's gonna get up. I'm gonna counter this. You can miss that attack. So if I do it and I don't hit it, it's kind of hard to do it here. I don't think you can angle it either. Maybe if I angled the counter. Yeah. I'm gonna angle the counter this time. I didn't do it because I suck. Oh my god, this is a horrible demonstration. What? Am I not doing it? No, I suck. Yeah. I can't get the counter right now. But essentially if you miss that counter, then it's very hard for you to like you'll start to fly off stage. So there we go. That's what I wanted to avoid because it is extremely hard for you to it's extremely easy for you to like just sui off stage if you're playing Moon or just miss and get punished. So I didn't want that. I just wanted the one sweep so it's easier for the person to or the user to come back and not get punished as easily. Let me try and put this back over to the window. Game capture and then yeah, there we go. Perfect. So yeah, so that was the intention between behind this, right? Excuse me. So now we're moving on to the main, actually like meat and potatoes of the scroll. So the first punch combo, right? So you got this nice animation. This took a while to actually make because then I had to rip Susano here. If you don't know who Susano is, he's from the Blaze Blue era. Uh, his animation, his sprite is bigger than regular FGC characters, especially from like Third Strike or if you're getting them from King of Fighters, which most of these combos are comprised of characters from that company, from that franchise. Their sprites are a lot smaller. So this took, Jesus Christ, I don't know how long this took. I can't remember, but it took a while. Um, but yeah, so at the end of the combo, it's a basic punch combo, but at the end you have a sword combo, like a sword finisher, and it's a AOE, so you can't like what's the word? You can't like counter it because there's nothing to counter there technically. It's not a physical attack. It's a AOE attack, for lack of a better term. This combo, I actually wanted to take this out. I actually wanted to take this out. This is called Death's Embrace. Death's Embrace awaits. It's your basic punch combo, but then you end it with a kick that initiates a command grab. So once you kick up, I wanted it to actually spin. Like later, I thought about it. This should actually just spin. But this combo itself, like animating that took so long. There's so many frames in it. I think there's about like 300, 400 frames in there. It was just way too much to even go back and just edit it. So it's just I said that it's gonna in the description. It's gonna work just like Red Storm's KPP grab, the punch in the middle. Like you're gonna spin and then you're gonna slam them on the floor. It just does more damage than most of the combos on this list. It's 640, so it does 40 more damage than the first punch combo. Um, Trigger style, rundown assault, just your edge combo. It's really easy, really simple. Um, the last two kicks are two. The last kick input is two kicks. So that's just another thing. So it's three kicks altogether. You have a first kick here and then two kicks on the last input. This is one of my favorite combos. Have a nice dream, right? So if you miss, this is how it would look. But if you do catch the person, you slam them on the ground, you hit their face with like energy or black lightning, and you throw them away. It's really cool. I don't know. It's just style purposes. That's what I like, honestly. Piston kicks. This is very simple. It took me a while to find a good combo that's kind of like that's not edging or not off the ground. Edging is like if you're fencing somebody over or like knocking somebody over a fence inside the game. It's really overpowered. So you have scrolls like Pencaxalat, their combos. It's really easy for you to edge that person off the map and without any type of like regard for like I'm trying to find the words that I'm looking for, but it's very easy to just edge them with just one combo. It's like brain dead. You know what I'm saying? So if I show you this, right? So this is Penkex a lot. So the basic kick combo, which is four, see how the person just lifts up. It's very easy to do that, right? This is a very edge heavy scroll. Whereas if I had on Inferno like earlier, well not even Inferno. Let me pick another scroll that doesn't have any type of like edging. If I do, oh well, Zinto Karate is really good. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's not like an edging scroll, you know. You just knock them back. It'll edge if you're hitting from behind them, but this is just you see the like the difference between the distance here and the distance if you do it like this. That will sometimes edge if you're on a specific map, but it won't always edge. So that's the difference, right? So back to this. So I just wanted to scroll where like if you're kicking, right? If you're doing that kick animation, you don't have to edge. You can just use that as damage or as a combo finisher. Um, and it's not like a brain dead combo. Like you're not guaranteed to like edge. It's just pressure at that point. Like I feel like if you had a edging scroll, like a edging or fencing, I want to say fencing, fencing kick combo, then it kind of does add a little bit of pressure, but it's not like it's not super crazy, right? So just that. Trigger style muzzle flash. So this I really love. I had a combo with this before, and it was like a regular punch, but I said that was boring. I feel like that was boring, right? So I did Jiren from Dragon Ball Super, right? Finding this sprite was hard. I found this on a whim. Um, but the animation that he does, like, if you guys watch Dragon Ball Super, where his eyes flash, and then it hits you with a whole bunch of like punches, it really is just like key or whatever it is. Honestly, I don't know. But this is also another AOE attack. It's a multi-hitting attack. There's 7 hits, I believe. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, 7 hitting attacks. I wrote it right here. But this is the reference for it. This is what it's kind of gonna reference over or look like, hopefully, and it'll just knock the person back, right? So, um, again, this is just a quick combo. It's just a far knockback quick combo. Now, the next one, Flash Bang, it's different from Muzzle Flash in the sense that if you hold the punch button, it'll stun the opponent. Now, I honestly, when I thought about it, I wanted to change this, but I was like, nah, I'll just leave it. So this is one of the second, I think this is the second launcher in Trigger. There are 3 main launchers, so this is the second one. The first one is actually Trigger Happy, which is just a boo launcher. I actually like the way this flows into each other. So you have the low kick, and you have the two torso kicks, or well, kicking the legs, I guess, and then the torso, and then you bounce them over with an overhead kick. Um, Blue launchers are really favored for Moon because you can do drop juggles and cactus juggles with that. Um, I'm not that proficient in that because I don't really care about that like that, but I guess it's fun. Um, and then you have punch, kick, guard, which is trick shot. So that's like this was supposed to be like a mind game thing. So if you do punching, if you're pressuring someone and you condition them to like watch out for your punches and then you throw in just a punch kick, the punch guard, sorry, it phases. There's no damage there and it's really quick. And you can get them to guard and then after they guard, you just grab them off the stage. So that's one thing that I like to do. Um, it's just I like to tick punch. I like to tick grab And if you don't know what a tick grab is, that's if you punch somebody and then you grab them off stage. So once you do that, it's the frames between the punch and the guard. I mean, the punch and the grab is very like close, so it's easier to punch and then grab somebody rather than to punch and then finish another combo. So that's what that was for. And then this was the reference I was talking about before, which is Raging Fist. If we look at this here, Raging Fist, I think that's uh, KGK. Yeah, it goes behind the opponent or in front of the opponent, and then you can hit them immediately because they're still in a hit animation. So that's what this was for. Great. So now the third launcher. I said this was the second, but technically this is the third. Actually, no, this would be the second. I think the stun would be the third. I don't really know. So the third launcher, right, is the gun show's just beginning. This I love. So you guys see a lot of Susano in here because he's one of my favorite characters from the Blaze Blue franchise and in fighting game generals overall. Fighting game scene overall. Uh, Basically, you just grab the person. Once you grab the person, you grab their head, you slam them on the ground, and then you pick them up and you drop them a little bit. Once you drop them a little bit, you do this kind of windmill kick. He'll start from like the bottom. It's kind of hard to like animate and like see that because it was only 2 frames, right? It wasn't like a smooth like kind of animation with that. So it was only 2 frames. So this is what it looks like in that Blaze Blue game. Same thing. You grab them, you then slam them on the ground, drop them a little bit, and then you just hit them with the windmill kick. Hopefully, I don't know if 9 minutes is gonna be able to animate that correctly. I don't even know if they're gonna put it in the game. Hopefully they do. Please, 9 minutes, if you see this, put it in the game. Right? So you have that. This is what it would look like. They spin up just like this. So in the same way that if we go back to um, Rumble Fighter, right? In the same way that when you hit them with any type of like spin attack, just to show you guys real time, this is a combo from Inferno. Oop. So you see the way they spin up, just like that. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. It's nothing crazy. Um, I do have that reference here, but just to show you guys real time since I'm recording this, so I just want to kind of get that in there. Bang. So it's kind of like this is Abyss BF's KG, which is like if you do the KG, uh, you'll hit them with a specific animation, and it'll knock them back. But essentially, you grab them from the back of their head, and then you put them forward, and then you like hit them with a gut check, right? I can demonstrate that, but I really don't want to. Not gonna lie, going between RF and this is kind of annoying. But you know what? I'll do it anyway. I'll do it anyway because content. Should be doing this on a moon map, so you guys see exactly what I'm talking about. Should be doing this on a moon map. There we go. So let's grab a computer. So this it's essentially that. Like that's all it is. There's another animation with the same type of thing. There's a couple of animations like this one is a good animation. That one's a good animation. Was the same thing. Um, punch, punch, punch has something similar to that. But yeah, so it's stuff like that. Like that's what I want inside the game. That's what the grab is going to be at based off of kind of right. And then you have KG, which is not back. I honestly, now that I think about this, I was thinking about this the other night or last night, I think. I This should have some type of like it should have some type of like use, right? Like there should be uh like a power up, right? Like this, so this should have like, oh, If you do this, you get like 100% power, like a power up and then speed up and then like defense down or like arm down or something like that. I don't know. I should have done that, but it's the scroll the reason why we're gonna talk about the reason why I can't even do that now in a second. But yeah. So then there's trigger style ghost. This one was called I won't even break a sweat. It's just a corny ass name. Trigger style ghost. Just a face forward. This is it's like similar to Inferno's Run G, but travels a shorter distance. Very simple. And then you have what is this called? KG stay down. I was reading something else. I was like, what is this called? Stay down. So this is like the Hawk Hunter KG at the same pace as Tango Karate's KKG with the leg swings at a 180-degree angle. There's a couple scrolls that do that type of motion. Um, Ellipson, Gen Gem SE. I don't know how to say that full name, so I'm not gonna try and attempt to say that full name. And then there's another one. But basically, you're swinging up your left leg for powerful strike, 7 foot on the ground, and it's like Fearless's KG, right? Here's the update log. Well, here's the pros and cons. You can read this if you want to. Oops. You can read this if you want to. Um, Pros and cons are right here, and then you've got the update log. So I started this in 2016. Too tired to finish. We got one supporter, so we'll. I'm not gonna read through all of this. But yeah, there was a lot of adjustments. There was so many changes. I think the biggest change was yeah, there was a lot of big changes here. Stayed up all night doing animations. Yeah, there was so many changes here, bro. 100% done. I lied because I went back and just edited mad stuff. Then I finally got the mail set. Edit set prices might adjust later. There was so many changes here that like working on this scroll was a lot, and it's like that's why my like excitement is here. Um, and then in 2020 is when I really finalized it. Like it wasn't edited since 2020. There's nothing to edit. But now that I like went back, so the reason why we're recording this today is because the scroll has been in pending, and to our knowledge, we don't really know what that means. Nobody really knows what that means, but it went from pending to report stage, and then it went from report stage to in progress. But now it's back. It did the exact opposite. It went back from in progress to report stage to pending. Don't know what that means because I got really yeah. This is when it was it was put up pinned by my good friend Gashi. He actually told me to because I was definitely taking a break from the game, right? Because look, I haven't posted in a year, right? Then these were my honest thoughts. Like I felt like, hey, the first, one of the first combos, the French punch combo, well, the second one, right? I felt like that stuff's the scroll. The back grab, I feel like, shouldn't really be there, right? KP hold should just be a quick far knockback, but honestly, a stun does put pressure on the opponent, so why not? KGP doesn't really need to be there, and then KGK should just be one combo, so it should be like the stomp. It should be the KG that should do the power up and then the stomp, right? It gives it more of a use, right? So, Nominix, if you see this, please consider these. Then it was in progress. I don't know when it hit that. And then I did like a too long didn't read. And then I don't know. I don't even know why I said this. But then we went back into report stage, then back into pending, and I thought that meant something wrong. And then this happened. So anytime a scroll is locked and it's pinned, so you see how these are locked and pinned, like you can't like reply to these. That means it's going to be implemented. That's like literally the next step. So I just found out this was locked like last night. or I don't know when it got locked. There's no update. I don't get any updates from any like CA or DM or GM or Nominix. No, nobody tells me anything. Nobody tells anybody anything. So that's kind of why I wanted to make the video, just to kind of give you my final thoughts on Trigger before it is implemented. Because it could be implemented November 7th. It could be implemented December. I have no idea. I have no idea. According to Fang, we should be seeing some skill items soon. So hopefully this is one of the first ones because it's one of the most, excuse me, anticipated ones. And I mean, I know I'm anticipating it a lot. I've been every single update. I'm like, trigger when is it coming out? I don't care if it's like annoying to other people, but this is something that I put a lot of like work into. This is something that a lot of people helped me with. This is equivalent to me as like getting your like Fortnite skin inside of a game. Like it's you. Like that's nobody can take that away from you. You contributed to a game that you love and you played for so long. That's my thing, right? So I, of course, I'm gonna be super excited anytime there's an update because I'm like, this could be it or this may not be it. You know what I'm saying? Like we never know. But this, like the thread being like locked, it's not open to further replies. That's usually meaning that there is some type of like call it something being done. So um, here's the trigger being implemented. I'm gonna put out a video with Dre and some other content creators, Zatar, so that we can kind of just go over the scroll, talk about the scroll, talk about what we like. Cause I'm gonna eventually get the scroll first. Hopefully Senku gets the scroll as well, cause he helped out with the design for the set. I definitely did give him credit. Yes, the set was designed by IGN Hamza, IGN Senku. So me and Senku definitely were super excited about this. Was always excited about this. I actually thought about making another scroll called Vulcan, which is like the second coming of Trigger, but I want this in first before anything, before I can make any type of scroll. And plus, those animations are hard to find, and I haven't done animations in so long. So yeah, that's really it. That's pretty much it. Um, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me rant and talk about this nerdy thing. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one.